we go. We are back for another Habs Nation Show with hockey coach, your coach Frenchy, directly for the beautiful country of Thailand. Another smile on a great Monday night, August 28th, 2023. This is the last week in August. We're going to shift it to September. And the football is back. The NCAA, the NFL starting now. And the hockey is very soon in the next, approximately 3 weeks before the rookie camp for the Montreal Canadiens. So we're going to the right direction if you are a hockey fan, because now we are getting there very soon. I think we are approximately 43 days before the beginning of the season 2023-2024. Amazing how many days we have before the season start, of course, for the Montreal Canadiens. I tried to figure out this one. Here we go. This is the title for the show tonight. Habs, a better season 2023-2024. I'm going to give you, because last night we have a lot of great conversation. Last night was a great show, by the way, and we thanks everybody came to the show last night. And some people was talking about the fact like Montreal, how many points they want to get for upcoming season. As many of you go for 83, 85, 88 points. I love your optimism. I love your positivity. I love your excitement. And I'm hopefully they will go that direction. But tonight I want to be a little bit more realistic. And I'm going to give to you a different stat of the performance of Montreal Canadiens last season. Then I'm going to give you the compare of the other team and the Atlantic Division. And then on the Metropolitan Division. And now you're going to tell me exactly how can you see 88 points on that for the Montreal Canadiens. So that's going to be the big conversation tonight. I'm going to fly this. We have a couple of news for the Montreal Canadiens. Then we're going to have the NHL news. Of course, a couple of things happening in NHL. And then finally, if Norman Flynn listen a show tonight, Norman Flynn, analyst of the RDS and the BPM radio station. He did not know Jeff Petrie was straight from the Montreal Canadiens to Detroit. So, Norm, we call him Norman Flynn. If you listen to the show, Jeff Petrie was straight a couple of weeks ago from the Montreal Canadiens to the Detroit Red Wings. It was live this morning. It was a little bit, sarcastic for him. He's the same guy who traded Nick Ski for Wayne Simons a couple of years ago. And, yeah. Tonight, we're going to talk about the biggest mistake of Marc Bergevin, where the Montreal Canadiens could get one of the best NHL players. And Marc Bergevin said no to the Edmonton Oilers. Ouch! Hurt! He hurt my heart when I heard this. I saw that news. Anyhow, first of all, I want to welcome everybody. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget, please click on the likes. We have another show for Montreal again tomorrow night. NHL news. We're going to talk about all the NHL team. Some improvement for different team in NHL, and then some are not very good. I'm going to do a bit starting to do an analytic about each team for the preview season 2023-2024. So join me live tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Eastern Time. And Wednesday night, the Habs Barbecue Show is back with Marco Larabi and Enortap, talking about Montreal Canadiens. Thursday, we are back for an extra show for the week. This is going to be the last show. Well, not exactly, because it's possible I do a show Sunday night and Monday night next week at the Labor Day weekend. But don't forget the opening night, Tuesday, September 5th. Do you have this show, Coach? Here we go. Let's see what we got for you guys next week, next Tuesday. Here we go. Next Tuesday, 9 o'clock next week, I'm going to give you a little bit. Big name is going to join the Hockey Nation Show for upcoming season. Name of many of them are reporter full-time with the Montreal Canadiens are going to be a guest for us for the upcoming year almost every month. So we're still in negotiation to add more guests where you're going to benefit of their expertise about hockey and about the Montreal Canadiens. So we're still in negotiation about them, but expect a lot of big news for the upcoming year number 4 of the Hockey Nation Live Show. And then we want to say to you, thanks so much. We are really grateful and thankful for many of you, our subscribers, and you pop up here every time we turn the switch on for another live stream, Hockey Nation. First of all, guys, we're going to welcome everybody in the chat. We have a few people already from la belle province de Québec. We have notre ami Nicolas de Gobi-Bono, following by Nat Lafont. Thanks to be with us tonight. Our friend Frankie back in the house. Welcome all of 3 of you. RJ Calabro knocked the door from New Jersey. He's ready for his high school football, and RJ gave us all the updates around the NHL. Thanks so much, RJ, to continue to contribute for the Hockey Nation Live Show. I can't wait to see you again for season number 4, RJ, by the way. Gary Cournoyer, another for the Montreal area. Driver, the UPS, is in the house tonight. My neighbor, a little bit north from me, a couple hours, about 90 minutes to 2 hours, depend on the speed of your driving. But our friend Roy is back in the house for Bangkok and Thailand. Good morning, Mr. Roy. Thanks so much to be with us tonight. Directement dans la belle province de Verdun, dans la belle province de Québec, dans la région de Verdun. Il est de retour avec nous ce soir, Mr. Philippe Saint-Laurent. Welcome back, Phil. Manitoba, Winnipeg downtown with is Colette. We talk about Dan Asham back with us. I can wait to see Dan during the year number 4. From Ontario, sit at home waiting for the snow, but prepare is Polaris 440, Mr. William McClary. C'est bien, Frankie, tu t'es resté réveillé pour le show ce soir. On t'a manqué hier, by the way. Always a pleasure and an honor to having Frankie and the chat bring a lot of great contents about the Montreal Canadiens and knowledgeable about the hockey. So thanks so much. By the way, talking about hockey, talking about knowledgeable, don't forget, guys, to subscribe to my new French new channels called the Habs Nation. You're going to see a lot of more video in French, but we're going to make some show at some point during the year. Number 4 at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, just 1 hour prior at coming on the Habs Nation. So 8 o'clock Eastern Time, expect 1 or 2 times for the upcoming seasons, for the season 4 for the Montreal, for the Hockey Nation. We're going to contribute with a new channel called the Habs Nation. If you not subscribe, please don't hesitate to watching. If you do some search, it's Habs Nation Live, by the way. Here we go. Better this season, but only if Golden stand up, which I'm worried. I agree with you about that one over there. Directement dans la belle province, directly from Denver, downtown, Arvada, Colorado. Willie Snyder. C'est un plaisir, mon ami Philippe, d'être ici à tous les soirs. Vous êtes une des personnes, la raison pourquoi je reviens à tous les soirs, parce que vous amenez beaucoup de joie de parler du hockey. Donc, pour moi, c'est un honneur d'être avec vous à tous les soirs. Mr. Randy Walkman, directly from Alberta, Calgary, great rider. If you don't follow Randy on the social media, Twitter, maybe Randy, you can put your nickname over there. The chat, they can follow him. Randy Wright for the Calgary Flame. And, of course, a big fan of the Toronto Maple Leafs. Knows really well the hockey, guys. He's really knowledgeable. And it's someone maybe you can follow on Twitter. People ask me, what are you on social media, guys? I'm always on Twitter. This is my primary place I go. I have a Facebook page where it's personal, and then I have a one for the Hockey Nation. Only type there maybe 1 or 2 posts per day. And I'm connected with Instagram, but I don't go there a lot about hockey. It's more about my private from Facebook to Instagram, and then I do most of my time on Twitter, TikTok, and all the stuff like that. I'm not there. Snapchat, not there. But, Twitter, code Frenchy 10X. You can find me there. Code Frenchy 10X. Send me a message. Send me a post. Alan Barnes, follow me over there, by the way. Nicola, follow me. What about Mr. Ryan? P is in the house tonight. Welcome back. Mario D. Welcome back, Mario D. Long time we did not see you, my friend. Hopefully, you have an amazing, great summer. Notre ami dans la région de Ottawa, Mr. Claude Richard, de retour avec nous. Welcome back, Claude. From Nashville, Micro Sharks is back in the house. Talk about Simon Benoit. Benoit signed a contract 1 year with the Toronto Maple Leafs. We'll talk about him the next couple of minutes. Undrafted players, Benoit, defenseman. Signed a new contract 1 year, $775. The RG put the news before that, but I'm going to talk about him the next couple of minutes. Thanks so much about that one over there. 69 points for the Habs, ideal situation, believe that. Hey, talking about Alan Barnes, he's just right here, by the way. I didn't see him until I pop up here. Alan Barnes, welcome back, my friend. Actually, season starts September 2024. 2 NHL game in Australia. Yeah, I'm sorry that, William, about this. C'est un peu pas dépend. Dave Key, Dave, Gary, our friend Gary back in the house. Welcome back, Gary. It's something where Gary, Jerry, Gary Cornoyer. We have a lot of G in the house. Steve G. It's very fun. Frankie Coach, 100 points last year, 68 points, 31, 45, and 6 for a total of 68 points. 13 points over prior, 13 points increasing prior the year before when he finished at the bottom of NHL with 55 points. How many points are you going to get next year? I don't know. What about the triple W is in the house tonight? Wow, Mr. 801 back in the house. Welcome back, 801. A long time. I think the last time we saw you is during the Montreal Canadiens live stream. I could be wrong. 801, another subscriber. Always come to the hockey game on Montreal live streaming on Montreal Canadiens. So 801, welcome back. Glad to see you. Don't forget, guys, to click on the live if you don't mind. That'd be great. From Mario D from Témiscamingue. Témiscamingue. Long time I've never been there. Oof. Tadoussac. Saint-Georges-de-Beauce. Saint-Georges-de-Beauce. Zenith Gaming live in Saint-Georges-de-Beauce. Témiscamingue. Very nice, beautiful area. If you have a chance to travel over there during the summer, I would suggest to visit Mario D. That'd be great. I'm going to with you all the season. Thanks so much, Dan. I appreciate that. We're going to do a couple of times like this, Dan. I think it will be only one time per week. It could be Saturday night, but we still finalize my programmation for the upcoming season. Here we go. Randy is, if you want to reach Randy on the Twitter, guys, this is the place you can reach him over there. That's the best place. Alan Barnes now is on Facebook. Welcome back, Alan. And what about our friend back in the house? Con Rob is in the house. Welcome back. That is okay. AK. Well, a neighbor of Randy Walkman, AK. Big fan of the Oilers and the Flame. Follow the Flame too. Knowledgeable about hockey. Glad to see you, AK. Right now, I think he won Frenchy Quiz. He is second on the leaderboard with 8W, 6 behind in our top. About that one over there. Here we go. Mr. Luke from British Columbia, big fan of Toronto Maple Leafs. Hopefully doing well, Luke. It's about, 6:15 Eastern Pacific time over there. I tried to pick up everything he has last year, Frankie. Yeah. G for greatness. I love it. Gary. You're absolutely right, Andy. We'll talk about that. Two veterans, Sam Gagner, and play over 1,000 games in NHL, and Brendan Sutter signed as a PTO for that one of that. Friend Andrew, we are still bottom 10 team. I feel that way, Andrew. I think you're right there, Andrew. I think after we explain the reason behind that, great. I like that way. I can't wait to see Hudson start this year. Lane Hudson is going to return for a second year with the Boston University after an amazing, great year. I think, 40... 948.34 game, I believe, or 29 game. I apologize, I don't have all the stats in my head right away. But he accomplished the most points by any other defenseman on his first year as a freshman. We'll see what he's going to do for upcoming season with Boston University. It'll be fun to watch for sure. We're going to give you all the information about prospect for the upcoming season. For sure. Montreal will finish with 82 points, coach, one extra one per month, which is 7 in total. That's a great point to see that. You're not wrong about this. René Morin, breaking news. René Morin, de retour avec nous ce soir. Merci d'être avec nous. Happy to be Témiscamingue, where the Montreal tank is the first place. I like a golf listening normal too. Abu Dhabi. Here we go. Like before, Oilers, no complain about that one. Frenchy Quiz, back to Canada. 1 year already in tight end, Mr. René, about that one over there. Austin Allen is in the house. Welcome back. On the prospect takeover, the same make the playoff. Well said, Mr. Austin. Thanks to be with us. Say hi to your little one beside you, Austin. Looking great with your little one beside you. Austin Allen, thanks so much to be with us. Amazing for snowmobile. Here we go. William, go over there. I don't know about that one. Can Rob about Mark D? We miss him. Mark D is really good. He loved the fans. He loved the Montreal Canadiens. It's just, sometimes you too much excited. So that's all we got, guys, tonight on this great beginning of the show tonight. Don't forget, please, to click on the like if you don't mind. That'd be awesome. Tonight, we're going to talk about Swante. What do you have on the program, Coach, tonight? We're going to go flying this show very quickly tonight. That's not we're hanging there too long, right? It's 2 hours, 20 minutes, I think. So tonight, we're going to try to get out very soon, between 60 to 90 minutes. Every night I say that, but we say that. But because you guys in the chat, you make the chat better with a great conversation. And we're hanging there all night last night with a very great question happening. So, attends, le coach est de retour au Canada. Je pensais qu'il est au... Non, mon histoire, c'est bien facile, Philippe. J'ai parti du Canada en 1996 après la Coupe Memorial avec Granby Bison. The Predators, by the way. And then I moved to USA, coach in the East Coast Hockey League for many years. And then after that, I just left 1 year ago from USA to Thailand. Mr. Bill, the Gros Bill. Gros Bill is back in the house. Zeph Lecave is back in the house. Yes, Zeph, just ask. We'll do it very quickly and answer to you, Zeph. Not a problem. Can I have a 4 children? Today's live is great. Congratulations, Austin, to you and your family. Well done. Best for the health for both, for all your family. And let us know about when you get your new baby, about that one there. Congratulations again, Austin Allen. Guys, don't forget to click on like. Trop fort, coach, passport. My passport is very good. If the Habs stay healthy, they would be close to 80 points. We'll see what I'm going to tell you about this, Gary. About that one. Don't forget, guys, to click on the like if you don't mind. Joseph, don't forget to ask a question about this. The subject of the night, guys, it's easy. 43 days before the beginning of the season, is her friend Patrice Brisebois, just kidding, played with the Laval, the Titan Laval, Patrice Brisebois. Then he became one of the players who French players play for Montreal. We got so many boo. It was not easy for him to play Montreal Canadiens. I just want to say that about Patrice Bergeron. Well, I always said Bergeron. Brisebois. Tonight, guys, I like my thumbnail. Do you like my thumbnail? I like it. I like the colors. Habs better 2023-2024 season. Habs news and update. That's what we got tonight, guys. We're going to go through this. Hopefully, we'll have a great conversation in the chat. Don't hesitate to have a question. Don't put the letter Q. Yesterday on my updated news, guys, was it friend I did a video about Elias Anderson, last card, one more chance with the Montreal Canadiens. Signed contract July 2nd with the Montreal after he played a couple of years with the Los Angeles Kings. Prior that was drafted by the New York Rangers, 7th overall pick, and never reached his full potential. We know, remember, Mr. Elias Anderson as a player through his his silver medal at the World Championship after a loss against Team Canada, if I can record it properly. And as Elias Anderson, don't see him to start the season with the Montreal Canadiens yet, but he's going to help in the Laval Rocket. And if not, I think if he could, I won't be surprised at some point he'll return to play maybe in the SHL, the Sweden Hockey League, back home in this area, maybe KHL. But those times, the Sweden player usually, they like to go back and play on their town in Sweden. So very interesting what will happen Elias Anderson for upcoming season. Brisebois, what a torpor broke by Montreal media. A crowd come back. Philippe, you're absolutely right about this. Salut Steve G. Welcome back. Salut Steve G. Circulé de la belle province de la belle province. Ouais, la belle province, on va dire la belle province du Colorado, State of Colorado, with a great logo, guys. Colorado, Buffalo University. Buffalo's, I think it's Buffalo, the nickname over there. CG can correct me about that way. And Boulder. There is a Boulder. I've been there, I live, and many years in Superior, just beside Boulder. So Boulder's a little bit like Tennessee, where is in Knoxville, the football team is a town, or Austin, another Austin downtown college. Knoxville is a downtown university. Boulder, really beautiful location, guys. Beautiful place to visit if you have the opportunity to go to Colorado. Boulder is the best place to see that. About that. The drawing of the yesterday concerning Brisebois, Gary Conway. Yeah, possible about this. My friend Roger back in the house. Thanks so much. Coach, do you think I've overachieved last season? Sometime I would say yes. If you think about this, how many games like Montreal save for the Montreal Canadiens, I think they get maybe 2 or 3 games. And, I would say don't count the injuries. I think at some point they maybe have 2 or 3 games they win, they should not win because of the performance of Montembeault, or maybe 1 or 2 games for Jake Allen with the players they have in front of them. So I feel like Montreal should get about 63 to 64 points last season. So it's not like overachieve like by 10, 12 points, but that would be the best answer I can give it to you about that. I don't know what you think about this, Mr. William. Try to pick it up, everything in the chat. Typically, it gets easier. Hopefully, she would come through the flying colors. The important thing is hopefully, ceremony, defensive prospect does not hurt his career. Here we go about that. Frankie is a coach for Montreal. Too much young players, more defense with the experience. Don't forget that point. You're absolutely about this one there. And I think so. I think she should be fine. You're welcome, Roger. It was a pleasure having you aboard. My nephew have the pleasure to be building the Boulder Bison. LOL. Here we go. Willie, his nephew, play for the Arvada. I don't know if it's director hockey, but oh my God, I don't remember his name. The director hockey for youth travel over there. He have a nickname. I can see his face right now. I cannot remember his last name a long time ago. That time I was working with Chris Lockroom. What a hockey player he was. King of Gamer is in the house. What's up, coach? Welcome back. Thanks to you with Hockey Nation Show. Don't forget, get to click on the like if you don't mind. And let's start in the show right away, guys, right now. Before we talk about the Montreal Canadiens, guys, what I do at the beginning, I wait a little bit longer, about 10 o'clock, to talking about the subject of the night. And during that time, we do a little bit about the news, everything like that in the chat. And so that's happening, guys. First of all, going to talk about the Montreal Canadiens right here. News. My first news of the night, guys. Logan Mayhew. I don't know, guys. What's going on? Wrong news. We announced last week Logan Mayhew is going to got the green lights for the NHL. This was reported by our friend Renaud Lavoie for TVS Sport. So everybody buy it. Montreal never confirmed by the Montreal Canadiens, but everybody buy it. I report this to you guys last week. Mayhew can play now in NHL. Today, and Journal de Montréal said Mayhew never got the confirmation from the NHL. So it's like a ping pong game. Who do you believe? Lavoie or the Journal de Montréal? I don't know, guys. I don't know any more about this Montreal newspaper. I can't remember his name. Anyhow, I don't know if someone can confirm with me or if you heard something else. But this is a big news for the Montreal Canadiens today. Again, Logan Mayhew, wait for now the confirmation. And again, it's like Paul Biron. Paul Biron, it's Paul Biron. Remember, it's Paul Biron. Number 41, number 41. They never confirmed yet he's going to be retired. We heard this from Ken Hughes, but he never confirmed personally he's going to retire. So, if you heard about Logan Mayhew, it looked like he is not approved yet about that. Concerning Mayhew, I heard that the green lights to play. Yeah, exactly. That's what we heard last week. And now, that's happening about Logan Mayhew. So I just want to share with you the news today about that. I have a question for you guys about the no prospect for the Montreal Canadiens. What are you talking about? Do you believe, guys, I feel that Montreal Canadiens for the upcoming season, they have no prospect for the upcoming season. Remember last year, we got injury, right? So without injury, I'm talking about, right? Last year, Jekai, Cooley, Sakoski. Do I miss one? Maybe not. I think the other three prospect Montreal Canadiens never played any game prior that year to play with the Montreal Canadiens. Harris played prior that. Kovacevic, maybe it's Kovacevic, but Kovacevic was not like a rookie. He came from the claim on the waiver. If I forget one, guys, just let me know in the chat. But I think they are the only three. Jekai, Cooley, and Sakoski. Now, this year, 2023-2024, Montreal are 14 forward, 8 or 9 defensemen, and 3 goaltender. They have now 25 players. So if they remove the Dvorak out for the beginning season, they still have 13 forward. That's including Jesse Allen, play last season, and that's including RHP. So I don't see any spot right now for Heineman. I know Heineman said he's going to make the team yesterday. We'll talk about him later. But I don't see Joshua Roy, Owen Beck, Mezal Farrell, whatever you want to mention them, to have a spot for the beginning as a forward. On defenseman, we are jammed with Langstrom now. Barron could return in Laval. I wouldn't be shocked at the beginning of the season. I think they're going to keep Harris and Jekai. They play specific role behind Savard and Madison. That give you 4 players there. Now you have to give 3 defensemen. You have Whiteman, Barron, Kovacevic, Langstrom. 4 right D. So from that, and I did not mention Cooley, they have to remove 2. And Kenyus does not like to remove veteran players in the lineup. So possible, guys, some player you expect to be there. So you have no spot for Mayhew, Rebecca, or any other prospect. And goaltender, we have Montembeault, Allen, and the Smith. So for me, right now, Montreal Canadiens have no spot for any rookies make the beginning of the season. I would like to hear from you. Let me know in the chat what you think. Do you expect any player from the Montreal Canadiens? Start right there. About this one over there. We have Betnan de Bozo, Andy. King. Luc Lafortune, Jonathan Bernier, c'est no confirmation from NHL about Mayo Eagles. C'est Jonathan Bernier. Luc, merci beaucoup. Luc, ça fait plaisir. De retour dans l'ange gardien. That angel at the chat, Luc Lafortune back in the house. Our friend Jake McAnouey is in the house. Don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. Welcome back, Jake. Thanks to be with our Canadian show. When you mentioned Knoxville, Canterbury is where Dollywood is. Yeah, if you have a chance, I work in the Knoxville Ice Bear. It was the nickname of the Ice Bear. Knoxville been the hockey, East Coast Hockey League at some point. Now they're in the Southern Professional Hockey League, the SPHL. But Knoxville will be a great location. Couple of miles from the university. But Gallenberg, guys, is an area for a beautiful location for, the wood. Honestly, it's the wood. You can hiking there a little bit, but a beautiful place to go there, retreat for the weekend. And you have a lot of activities, Dolly Parton, if you know country music, Dolly Parton, you know what I mean? Dolly. Anyhow, that's the place to go if you want to get there. Maurice Robillard, notre ami, un autre ami de Thailand, is in the house tonight. Austin, I don't think so. They won't let. It's not like they're not going to give They're not going to refuse to let him play. It just takes time. I don't know why the reason behind that, the delay of this answer, but don't expect more, like 99.9. Maybe he's going to be part of the, of the play in NHL. Coach, you trade Armia. Je vois Armia, Gary, going to hear about that one there. Frankie, RHP still a rookie last year, but personally played 4 games the year before that. No, and I will tell you why RHP, the minimum, and I can understand your point of view, Frankie, about the way you talk about, but the minimum, guys, of the one you raised game number 26 in NHL, but you're not eligible to be a part of the Calder Trophy, and you're not considered as a rookie after that. So, rookie for me is more about for the roster for upcoming season. Frankie, it's about they never play game or maybe won a couple of games below at 25 games. Does that make sense, Frankie? But I can understand point of view. Martin is always going to figure out. I'm sorry about that. Quick comment. Training camp will decide the player fate. Really interesting. In the next couple of years, guys, the camp, Montreal will be excited to watch and to see what will be the result of that one with that. For sure. Great comment about this one there. Knoxville Ice Bear. Here we go, Steve G. Well said. More have to leave coach Amir Gallagher. My name is direct as well, but it will not be done here. You absolutely about this, Zeph. I agree with you. Thanks to let us know. Great comments about this. What are you doing well, Zeph? We missed you a couple of nights ago. Like every year, there will be injuries. Maybe our only way a rookie restart the season. I agree with you. Coach, where do you think the best place is for Sarkowski next season for his development? And sure, what American saying is very soon in this time. You have a lot of debate about Sarkowski. The last couple of days, someone did the review. They did the 2022 NHL draft last year. They still put Sarkowski, but one very close now is Cooley. Logan Cooley is very close to Sarkowski if you pick him number 1. One player drop is Simon Nemec from that draft. Anyhow, listen, if they give him William TOI, and I'm talking about 13 minutes, 14 minutes, 15 minutes, unit number 2, play third line minimum. And not sit him like they sit him like 10 minutes per game and, third period, 2-3 shifts, every time that, try to win the game, every time that. Give him responsibility. Let him develop. Let him progress, every time that. Great comments from Alex Burrows about Sarkowski. Guys, he's only 18 years old. So now he's going to turn 19. He lost weight. Last year, I think he was not, if you think about, now, Martin Lapointe talk about, they're looking for the player to play big game before they get drafted. the transition for Sapkowski for me, it was delay on the race for the puck. The period adjustment for the size of the ice. He got swarmed a couple of times, right? Keep your head up, everything like that. You know what happening to him. But yeah, last year I think if you take overview the season, it's easy to talk like this 1 year later. Maybe it would be better for him to play in American Hockey League. But now for this year, I don't think so. I think he still need to be in the Montreal Canadiens. Under Martin Saint-Louis and Nicolas, everything else, I think he's going to be fine and see what happens to him. But I expect a little bit more for Sapkowski for the upcoming season. For sure. Great comments, William. Great question about that. What? For sure. Kevin is back. Welcome back, Kevin. Moderator, first of the night, welcome back, Mr. Ron with Kings 20, directly for the beautiful country of your country, of the state of Utah, Salt Lake City. Great place to go, guys, in Utah. Is it Ogden or Ogden? Ogden, I think it's Ogden. And then you have Park City, very beautiful place. Park City, I've been there. I went there to Salt Lake City. You go in, in the valley. Beautiful place to go for that one over there. City Coach, as well, we are hockey fan. I highly recommend watching a YouTube channel called Collectors Original 6. I will try my best, Maurice, to watching this whenever time. Collector Original 6, I like that one. En fait, yeah, Fortinet. There we go. It's like the work, it may be say, I really think Gali is watch out. Watch out. Yeah. We'll see what Gallagher is going to respond. He's coming with recovery, feel good. He is now you married with Emma Fortin. But we'll see about that, Austin. For that, our friend, Steph member, back in the house from Sweden. When I went to eat last night at the night market, Steph, I met a guy from Sweden, married a Thai woman here in Thailand. And we talked a little bit about that. He's from London, I believe, and knows hockey a little bit. And he loved Peter Forsberg. But Seth was doing well at your dad, and you guys, you don't know Seth. Seth, he's been with us since year number 1. With we miss him, Yamo Vertanen, by the way. Yamo, we miss him. And then Steph, he was with us. I love all the Sweden players over there. And he have a really nice restaurant, sport bar, in Sweden. Right now it's late the night, so he's finishing his shift right now. That's what he's doing right now. I'm pretty sure. A lot of people in the chat, don't forget, guys, click on the like. That'd be awesome. A lot of people talk about that one there. Norman Flynn is out, new hook, offensive possession. I hope he's not surprised for the show. No, he's not. Ogden. Here we go, Steve G. Here we go. Steve knows everything about that. Good evening, Mr. Roger. Thanks so much, Roger, to be a part of the show tonight. Roger Delaney, another big subscriber and a big supporter of the Hockey Nation Show. I'm not done, guys, with the news. I was going to flip this about the Montreal Canadiens. What are you talking about? For what we heard yesterday, the Athletic website is really knowledgeable. They cover all the sport, and they have a lot of great writers over there. They have two over there. Really, they are into prospect. Scott Wheeler and Chris Proman. They are the best writer about prospect on the Athletic, and I really like their work. And then sometimes I pick up their work, and then I share it with you guys. And yesterday they did Chris did his 168 players. We have 168 players below 23 years old before September 15, and he ranged them. And he ranged them by tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, tier 5, tier 6, 7, 8. I can go the way like that. Every tier or tier are super elite, and they go all the way like that. So he did that. So the Montreal Canadiens, guys, of the 168 prospect, they have 11 prospect inside that range. Number 11, 19, 25, 49, 51. I'll give you a little bit more about those players. Number 11 guy is Cole Caulfield. Cole Caulfield is not on the tier 1, 2, and 3. I think he's on the tier 4. Before him, Fantilli, Hughes, Michkov, Bedard, and many players like them. At 19, we have we have a 25, David Rebacker, by the way. David Rebacker is number 25. I forgot number 19. I'll be back with 19. 49, we have 51, we have Kirby Doc, by the way. And then I forgot number 19 for the Montreal Canadiens. That's not very good to hear that. And we become a show live. You cannot remember number 19. So anyhow, Caulfield is there, and Rebacker is, Sakoski. How about that, Joyce? Uri Sakoski is number 19. So Caulfield, Sakoski, and Rebacker are the three players for the Montreal Canadiens on the top 25, the best player prospect under 23 years old. Logan Mailloux is not on the list, and Lane Hudson is 127. So I just want to share with you about that one over there. The 11th prospect, Montreal Canadiens, Hudson 127, and Mailloux is not on the list of 168. Really interesting list when you think about this that we talk about, and he did a podcast. I listened to him this morning. He explained the reason why Caulfield is not there, and then there is a little bit concern about this, and the reason Michkov is a top 7 or 8. And a really good list about this. It's not a work. And this is about prediction, by the way. It's not like it's confirmed 100%. Could be wrong about this. He project those players. He did the list last week. We talked about this. It was more about the Montreal Canadiens prospect inside the Montreal Canadiens. This one is about all the NHL, and he classified everyone. And it's about projection. So for him, when he make his work, he project. And it was really big. He have a really good conversation, guys, about the difference between select a defenseman and select a forward. Which position is more important, center or a defenseman? And they have a really good. And the one he was really targeting more the forward, center, and Broman, he was selecting more defensemen. And he said that the NHL team are more targeting defensemen before forward. Like last year, Montreal select Sakoski, but after that you got Nemec Jiricek right away in the top 5, top 6. This year, Montreal get Rebacker and then Simachev with Arizona Coyotes. A lot of teams are concerned more defensemen, more like a right defenseman versus a left defenseman. But again, and then the other one we're talking about is really important to set a center. They believe the center position is the most important thing, and initially we want to become successful. Really a great conversation to listening. If you have a chance, if you want to become, if you want to try athletic, guys, let me know. I get like for $1 for 1 month, you can join the athletic, and that'd be great. If you want to do that, let me know. Send me an email. Let's move on now. Let's go back in the chat if we have something. Joe Thornton do a 7.50 game and 18 years old. Everybody said he become a star. I see the same for Uri Sakoski. Both are big and talented. Yeah. For what we heard, for what I heard yesterday, Thornton have an amazing, great career in NHL. I don't see Sakoski become that kind of player, honestly. I see a Sakoski more as a second line players at a first line. Could be wrong here. Projection, you never know. But that's what we're going to the next couple of years. We have to be patient. Give Sakoski guy 3 years. This season, next season, and then after that. That's why he should be starting to be on his prime at 22 years old. Now he's going to get 20. Next season, 20. Then he's going to turn 21. That season there, right? And this really, I believe now is going to turn around very well for the Montreal Canadiens in 22, 23. Like Cole Caulfield is going to be a good hockey player for the Montreal Canadiens. About that one there. What would be about that list in 5 years? We will talk about that list in 5 years. If we will do the draft in 2019, Caulfield would not be a 15, but in the top 5, easy to set and inside. I don't know. He would be in top 5, Zeph, but I can understand your point of view. Definitely, it would be at least lower. But yeah, exactly, William. I think the same way about him for sure. For him, let's move on now on the next subject we got here for the Montreal Canadiens. I want to talk about Marc Bergevin tonight. Marc Bergevin. Marc Bergevin. So, Montreal at some point, they want to trade Piquet Subban. So Mark called people, said, hey, I want to trade Piquet Subban. The Edmonton Oilers answered the phone, and he said, Mark, we want to trade Darnell Nurse, Leon Draisaitl, your 9 overall pick, and we're going to give you our 4 overall pick. Marc Bergevin said no. And the transaction, the trade fall apart. Because of who? Pierre Dubois. What? So, the conversation, guy, is this way. Marc Bergevin, at that year draft, he wanted to get Pierre Dubois. That was his mission that year, to get Pierre Dubois with the Montreal Canadiens. So he tried to jump from 9 to go higher. And the player he's willing to trade with 9 is Piquet Subban. So Edmonton offered him Nurse, Draisaitl, 4th round pick. The trade guy is on paper. Marc Bergevin have the paper. Edmonton is ready to winning this. But the Columbus Blue Jacket select 3rd overall pick, Pierre Dubois. Bang. The trade is over. Marc Bergevin, his goal, it was to get Pierre Dubois. And when he was drafted by the Columbus Blue Jacket, Bergevin pulled off the trade. And he waited at number 9 to select Mikhail Sergachev, where Sergachev got traded for Jonathan Drouin. And that trade don't count anymore because Drouin left as a UFA. Imagine Montreal Canadiens with Darnell Nurse, Leon Draisaitl, and the 4th round pick. Tkachuk was there that year. Matthew Tkachuk was there. Imagine Montreal select Matthew Tkachuk. They got Leon Draisaitl and Darnell Nurse. Are you kidding me? Bergevin, are you kidding me? Imagine Montreal Canadiens a couple years ago. Draisaitl, Darnell Nurse, and Matthew Tkachuk. I know it's easy talking that way, right? But it's fun. It's fun to see that. Many trades are discussed, they are negotiation, but never happen. And you see those kind of the news like that. You have many in the NHL draft table during the year where the team trades someone and then they pull off the trade. They don't want to do it. And but is it not crazy? I don't blame Marc Bergevin, but imagine Leon Draisaitl. This is the dream player we're looking for. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know about that. Jay, oh no, Nico. Bergevin, A2. What? Yeah. Thank goodness for a small miracle. And they, Boljarvi, 1-4. Yes, exactly about that one over there. A2, it was Boljarvi was number 4. Coach, stop. Make me cry. Draisaitl did struggle in the beginning, but I don't know if he was during that period or the proposal trade for Piquet. Yeah, Yep, sorry about this. Don't remind us. Bergeron, good for giving. Can the contract? PLD right now does not have a lot of respect in Montreal to have used them to spy his value for finally go where he want to. As Bill said, Bergeron fantasy always find superstar poisoning his hockey brain. If that's happening, I would be 2 years ahead. Exactly. I agree with you, William. Imagine Tressadol, maybe one of Montreal won to Stanley Cup final with Tampa Bay. It's not like you never know, right? The direction of every year, the decision you don't take, the decision you're thinking, and the decision you took could change the. Sometimes, guys, decision bring your team backwards or maybe push your team forward. It's very important. And NHL draft is so important, guys. Very important. If you can hit 1, 2, 3 players, imagine 2 players after the second round, right? Look, if Lane Hudson become a solid player for the Montreal Canadiens and Adam Ekstrom hit very well in the future, this is a home run for the Montreal Canadiens after they select Mizar and Sarkowski. So you cannot make mistake as an NHL draft when you're rebuilding. It's sad to say that. Look about Rangers. I know the Ranger is bad, but talk about Capo. Talk about Lafreniere. That's, and Anderson. 3 pick right there. They never fill up the potential with the New York Rangers. They did better with Andre Miller, with Andre Kiemiller, and they get better with Philip Shedel. But again, it's not easy. Look at Edmonton with Bolijovi. When you make a mistake, you maybe go backwards. You cannot screw up when you top 10 pick every year. You have to get there. Look, Detroit, they got Lucas Raymond. They got Maurice Cedars. They got Simon Edvinson. But again, it's easy to act that way, but it's very important. You have to hit well. You cannot go backward. Imagine, I did an exercise, guys, last month, I believe. I took all the first round pick Montreal Canadiens, and I took the players following the players the Montreal select 3 pick below after them. So if they select Michael McHenry, number 25, example, I pick 1 after him, the next 3 or 5 pick after. And Montreal at that moment, they could get Tkachuk, Brady Tkachuk, Charlie McAvoy. They could get Adam Kempe, have another one good too. I think I have a goaltender beside that. But Jake Ottinger. That changed completely Montreal face. So I know we talk that way right now. It's easy to talk that way, but I just want to share it with you guys about that. Bergeron, opinion, I would be 2 years. Bergeron will sit out his job with that trait, Gary. I think so too. About this, Frankie, Gary Gonnet, Bergeron is just bad, really incompetent for Frankie. About him, Bergeron, and then what we got here. Hold on, I'll put here. Yesterday, guys, I don't know what kind of activities Montreal was doing last night. Yesterday. Charité Foundation. I don't know exactly the purpose behind that, but they have a press conference live on the YouTube channel I'm watching last night. It was yesterday during the day, but for me it was last night. It was Alex Burrows, Stéphane Robidas, and Francis Bouillon. And yesterday, René talked about him, or Gary talked about Mark D talked about Caulfield injury with the shoulder. Alex Burrows said when he played with the Vancouver Canucks at the time with the Sidon brother, he said he got hurt at the shoulder. He said, I got exactly the same injury like Cole Caulfield. Rehabilitation, 5 to 6 months. And he said, when I come back, that shoulder was stronger to my other shoulder. I never have any problem for the rest of my career in NHL with that shoulder. So this is great news to hear that. about Cole Caulfield injury. We wish the best. Hopefully, it would be fine. But Alex Burrow talked about Caulfield injury. Then he talked about Sakoski. And he remind us as hockey fans, so Montreal Canadiens fans, he's still young. He need to develop. We need to take time with him. He expect a good year for Sakoski for the second year. But he said, look, for him, the most important thing about Sakoski is about development. It's about progression. All the words I said to you guys for many weeks now, the same thing about Sakoski. And I just said, like William, a 3 years period for him. We cannot say, oh, he'd be better to AHL, it would be better if he played there last year or whatever it is. We cannot go backwards. We have to go forward. So he talked about Sakoski. The rest, it was just in general about the forward for the Montreal Canadiens. He did not go specific with other players. He didn't want to go deep. He said, look, we'll be excited for the camp. We expect a good year for the upcoming season for the Montreal Canadiens. On the flip side, Robidas and Bouillon. Of course, they are Robidas is an assistant coach for the Montreal for the defenseman. They ask a lot of questions about Mailloux, about Logan Mailloux, about what he expects. And the big thing I remember the most about Logan Mailloux, he said, look, yes, he's coming right there, but remember, those player guys drafted like Logan Mailloux and the 2022, like Sakoski is another example. Less Sakoski, but like Shane Wright, the player, like they got almost like they missed almost 1 year during their junior career, affect them when they come in NHL. Shane Wright missed completely a full year because he did not do anything during COVID-19. Logan Mailloux, because his suspension and his injury to the shoulder, he lose completely about 12 months, maybe 16 months. So Robidas remind us the fact like Mailloux, we have to be patient. He still have to catch up the time he missed. And not say they're going to make the NHL right away, because he said, look, what Jacka, he said at the time he said, look, guys, he said 1 year ago, if I would say to you, Jacka, it would make the roster, you're going to laugh at me. So we cannot discount the fact Mailloux can make it, but the fact like he missed completely 1 year of the development or the progression, that could be another reason he could be returned to Laval Rocket. And the jam of the spot, like I said, with no injury, does not give it a lot of chance for Logan Mailloux. It's a great conversation about Stéphane Robidas, about the expect, they talk about him. He said, oh yeah, second thing I want to talk about this, he said, he said that the second players, the second year, they would ask him, what's the reason the players struggle at the second year? He said, look, when you play the first year, and you have a good year, but the player feel good about him and they feel it's going to be more easier. He said, no. He said, we talked to the player all summer to reset their mind at zero, to come back to year number 2 and to starting to think it would be harder. And remember, every year you fight for your spot. Someone behind you won your spot. So it's not because you did it 1 year, you expect it will be easier and you expect you get your job. Go earn it. We're going to reward you, but earn it. Earn it. That was the word he used at Robidas yesterday with Francis Bouillon. So, we talk about the sophomore season in NHL. So it'll be interesting what's happening. But again, a really great conversation, Bouillon, Burroughs, and Robidas at this event. So again, I don't know the foundation, something. I don't know what it was, the event, but it was live on YouTube channel. I catch up, and I took a note about that. I just want to share it with you. We're going to talk about this during the app daily news of the video of the day. For that one over there. For that, again, I have a misfortune of the COVID affecting the 2020 draft. I cannot estimate the effect on those players and that draft. Here we go. William, great said about this. Thanks, everybody. I don't see have any questions, guys. Very quiet tonight about conversation between you guys in the chat. Open conversation about that. If you have any question, it's time. I'm here right now for another extra 30 minutes. And that was the last news, guy, for the Montreal Canadiens. I want to follow up with the NHL news before we go on my subject of the night, if you don't mind. I'll be very quick for the NHL news. Don't worry about that. About the news we got. If I can get this, here we go. Oop, it's not this one. I want to go there. I don't know what's the NHL news. Look like I lost the NHL news. Anyhow, let's go on. The first one, guy, is $5,000. Benoit played over 78 games, I believe, with the Anaheim Ducks with 3 goals, 7 assists, 10 points. Undrafted defenseman, I think he's 6'3", 190 pounds. Prior to that, he played over 50 games. This was his second full year with an NHL. Toronto get him. I don't see any spot for him, but this is more like a security in case something happens. I think he's going to play with the Marlins at the beginning of the season. A lot of time, every time we heard Québécois sign a contract somewhere else, the people, Montreal should get. Guys, Montreal cannot sign all the Québécois. Do you want Benoit or you want Rebecca? Do you want Benoit or you want Mailloux? Do you want Benoit or you want Barron? Do you want Benoit or do you want Kovacevic? At the end of the day, we cannot get everybody at the end. So, signature for Simon Benoit for the Toronto Maple Leafs. I just want to talk to you, Coach. Here we go, Zeph, about this one over there. Straight to American Hockey League. I agree with you about that one over there. Play over 1,000 games. Sam Gagner, after a couple of years with the Winnipeg Jets, and many other time returning with the Edmonton Oilers. And then Brandon Sutter, we know Sutter drafted by the Pittsburgh Penguins and trade at some point to the Vancouver Canucks. And obviously injuries stopped him. I think it was trade with Arizona Coyotes, I believe. Is it possible? I need to look now. Sorry about that. I think it was involved with the trade for with OEL. He did not play last season, by the way. It looked like he was not traded. He played Carolina, by the way. Hurricane. I tried to see he was straight. He never played because he was hurt. He was not straight for Pittsburgh. He was signed as a UFA for the Canucks, but he was straight from the Carolina Pittsburgh after that. He was straight to Vancouver Canucks. There we go. Sorry about that. Coach, that move for the leave. I agree with you about that one over there. Do you see Logan Mailloux make it friend and the Habs making it to 8 points this season? No, I don't expect Mailloux to be a part of the roster for upcoming season, Willie, about him, about Mailloux. Let's move on, guys, for my next news. It's about the Washington Capitals, guys. The Washington Capitals announced that the general manager, McLennan, been the GM for over, 4 or 5 years now. And he got a new title, President Hockey Operation for the organization for the Washington Capitals. Apparently, they approved the owners to become now a full title of the Ottawa Senator. And then they announced Sean Tierney going to be on the staff of the upcoming season. If you really know about Tierney, he's really one of the best hockey analytic in hockey. Hockey analytic, work with Sport Logic at some point. Very well known as an analytic, hockey analytic. Sean Tierney, now hired by the... And the connection behind that guy is because, I remember, the connection, it was like the new owner of the Ottawa Center, Michael, blah, 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 last name, owns the Hamilton Bulldogs in the American Hockey League. they hire him, Sean Tierney. And for 4 years, the team made the playoff 3 times. That's a connection between him and Sean Tierney. And now he's going to work with the Ottawa Senators. That's the reason. And finally, my last news, guys, is our friend Jonah Doscouy. If you know, Doscouy retired after many injuries, concussion, and problem. After 7 years, past 4 years with San Jose Sharks, couple of years with the Colorado Avalanche, and finally with the Seattle Kraken. Play over 474 games, 80 goals, 128 assists for a total of 208 points. Doscouy announced his retire as a hockey player after 7 years in the NHL. That's concluded, guys, all the news we got for you guys tonight. Then we're going to move on, guys, on the there we go. See, I find out my my calendar right there. We're going to find out the news of the night, guys. The subject was a better season for the Montreal Canadiens. Coach, one player we never know about is Chris Whiteman. If you are in the shoes, how do you find a positive outlook on the next season, knowing the odds of the getting is low? How do you stay positive? Are you talking about the Montreal Canadiens positive about Whiteman, or you talk about Whiteman stay positive? There's a two different about that, so I'm not sure. If you talk about Whiteman, look, he knows he's on the last mileage of his career. The next direction for him, you have 2 new baby, right? And you have a great wife. He loves Montreal. Worst case, he can play in American Hockey League. And he's really impactful as a human being and as a leader inside of Montreal Canadiens. The Montreal Canadiens like him a lot. He loved his personality. It's another player like Pesada who not complaining if he get healthy scratch. He know his role. He accept his role, and he's not complaining. Sometimes you better to have those kind of players compared to Mike Hoffman example. So Whiteman play a specific role. If they need him for 1 game, 2 game, 3 game, 5 game, he can pick it up. The key problem right now is they have too many defensemen. Can't they keep him in the area and around the team, or they would prefer him to go Laval Rocket? But I feel like at some point, if ever turn around, it could become a Laval Rocket. The positive behind that, as a hockey player, is maybe say, you know what, like Paul Biron, I maybe not want to return play hockey, but maybe get a job in hockey and play with them, and then work with the Montreal Canadiens. Whiteman loved the city of Montreal. Whiteman not only loved to play for Montreal, but he loved the city. He loved this location. So the positive about him is to thinking a little bit forward about his future. And those relationships can use, I have always a good relationship with the veterans. That's why he does not like to trade Jake Allen. That's why he don't want to trade badly Whiteman. They understand the impact of someone with his family, the human being side, and Ken Hughes is well known that way. So we'll see what happening with Whiteman. But that's the reason I can talk the mess about him about that. Kanye was the OT nightmare for goalies back in the days. Yes, you're absolutely right about this. Is that have an amazing, great career, by the way. I messed at the point with the Oilers. A great show, Coach. You're welcome, Trouble, King of Gamer, both. And so Whiteman, know his role, no issue with him. I agree with you, Whiteman. We have no place for him, really. Yeah. That's another point about that one there. Guys, we're going to go quickly about what I want to talk about tonight, guys. I just want to show you my poll of the result of yesterday, guys. My question was, how many goals do you expect Cole Caulfield to score for the upcoming season? The vote was over 500, maybe a little bit more now. 50% of you guys select 38 to 45 goals. That's pretty much what my expectation said. 31 expect 31 to 37. And then 12 more at 45 and 7 less of 30 goals. So that's happening about the question. But today, Coach, what do you have on the menu? Coach, he asked for you guys tonight a little bit different, not only about the Montreal Canadiens, and this will be a good, I can't wait to have the answer for tomorrow. I'm on the following option: which NHL team for sure the most formidable center duo for the first, second line? And I said that, I can go front. I don't want to go like the player established in NHL already at 25 years old, 27 years old. More like a team rebuilt for the last couple of years, and they are now a possibility to become a good center for them. So Devils, I go with Jack Hughes and Nico Shire. And then after that, Montreal, Zuski and Duck with Carlson and Zegras. And then Senator Suzla and Norris. And then the Sabres with Thompson and Cousin. So I would like to hear from you guys. What do you think about those team duo, center number 1, number 2? You have a chance. A vote is always out. The poll is already out at 10 o'clock Eastern time. Right now it's already out. And we have about 600 people participate in that poll. So it looks like it's popular. And we appreciate for each one of you if you do this every day. Very kind of you to do that. I'm going to take a break, guys, for about 10-15 seconds. I will take some water, and I want to remind you, next week, guys, the grand opening, season number 4. Be right back. Here we go. We are back now on the subject of the night at a better season about this one. Before we start, we just pick up a couple of things. See good trade was very fairly someone. A good answer, Frankie. Coffee is healthy last year. Would have no breaks out of 46 goal last year. William, you're absolutely right. Sabre Thompson, Cousin for Randy about this. Merci, Nicolas, about that. So the subject, guys, is coming from Jerry Willett yesterday. Talk about the Montreal Canadiens for 88 points. I was a bit shocked to see that. I don't see Montreal with 88 points. So I don't make that subject again him tonight. But I want to share as a Montreal Canadiens fans tonight, what your expectation for the Montreal Canadiens for the upcoming season. So leave me a comments below here and then tell me how much standing. I'm going to give you my thought at the end. I want to give you what happening with the Montreal Canadiens at the beginning, what happening at the Division Atlantic for upcoming season, and how Montreal can respond with everything I just talked about at the next couple of minutes, how they can make how may be the number, the point for the end of the season. First of all, guys, the Montreal Canadiens last season, and I want to catch up your question or your comments after I finish my subject, because I don't want to go back and forth. We stay on the subject for about 15 minutes. Then we'll go to Frenchy Quiz. The Montreal Canadiens record last year, 31-45-6 for a total of 68 points. They finished 28 in NHL last season. Now, pay attention, guys. Most stat for me is more about inside of the conference. But last season, guys, in the Eastern Conference, the record was 17-30-3. This is what they played most of their game for upcoming season. It was -13. Again, the Western Conference, the record was 14-15-3. Pretty good. Honestly, almost 500. Again, the Western Conference. Let's go deeper. Again, the Athletic Division. Montreal Canadiens, 6-19-1. Boston, Tampa, Florida, Ottawa, Detroit, and Buffalo. 6-19-1. And the Metropolitan, not too bad. They play for 500. Columbus, Flyers, Washington, Pittsburgh, and the rest. So that'll give you an idea, guys. They play more game against the Atlantic versus the Metropolitan. But that's happening to them. Now, the goals for the Montreal Canadiens, guy, is 26 in NHL with 227 goals. They did approximately the same thing the year before. The goal, again, they are 29. They gave guys 345 goals in NHL. The difference, guys, is over 118 goals. Difference. Not done yet. We just start. Pick it up. The power play in NHL, there was 29, 16.1. Their PK was 72.7 at 29. Special team. Do you win your game in special team or not? If you go in NHL, the team make the playoff. The only one team was not very good. It was the New York Canadiens. Although their team have very good special team. It's just another set to take a note. Right? So this is the big picture of the Montreal Canadiens start as a team. That'll give you an idea what could come in for next season. Now I'm going to go a little bit more, guys, per team. And I did that, and I feel like I could go a little bit more deeper, but I don't want to talk too much about everything. But let's start with the Boston Bruins, guys. The Boston Bruins have Pastrnak, McAvoy, and the goalies, Swayman, Ullmark. This is the three best players they have, Boston. Then after that, you can get with Marchand, and you can get with Langholm, and I can go. But I'll just give you a picture of Boston. Now, let's go with Toronto. Matthews, Marner, Nylander. Raleigh, Tavares, Samsonov. I don't talk yet about Pertuzzi, but just give you an idea. Their core in Toronto. Then I'm going to go with Tampa. Kucherov, Edmund, Vasilevsky. We don't talk yet about Senkos, Brennan Point. Sergachev. Let's move on. Florida. Barkov, Tkachuk, Verhey. 3-star as a forward. The defenseman, Montour, Ekblad. Goaltender, Proboski and Spencer Knight. We'll see you there. Let's go with Ottawa. Suzla, Tkachuk, Norris. They signed Korpisalo as a goaltender, and they have now Sanderson and Chabot as a defenseman. And I can go with Patterson, I can go with Claude Giroux, I can go with Tarasenko. Ottawa. Buffalo. Thompson, Dallin, Cousin. I don't talk about Jeff Skinner with 35 goals. I don't talk about Alex Dock with 80 points. And I don't talk about Owen Power. Then after that, the Detroit Red Wings. They bring Cat, Zader, Larkin. This is a close, this team that Detroit, and my eyes, are really close at the Montreal Canadiens. So when you compare the goaltender, Montembeault and Jake Allen, to any other team, right? I don't see any team. The closest team may be Ottawa, Korpisalo, but I think Korpisalo is a little bit better. Buffalo with two young goaltenders, that's maybe the closest with Montreal. And the Detroit, Husso with Raymer. But if you look about the defense, Montreal have who? Madison, the best defenseman. Morgan Raleigh or Mike Madison? Morgan, Thomas Chabot or Mike Madison? Maurice Zader or Mike Madison? Rasmus Dahlin or Mike Madison? Ekblad Montour versus Mike Madison. Edmund versus Mike Madison. So, when you look about the picture of the Atlantic, Montreal are going to finishing, guys, at the bottom. Now, I'm going to give you what happening in the standing last year in 2022-2023. If Montreal Canadiens, guys, I'm going to remove this. I think, hopefully, you enjoy my work tonight. It took time. Take time, guys. People think, oh, you live 90 minutes. To make that show, guys, give me about 2 hours by that. I don't want to show what I'm doing, but I just want to share to you guys. It's not easy sometimes. Anyhow, if Montreal get 85 points to 88 points, Montreal Canadiens versus the standing last year, they finished 22nd. See, this about bottom 10, 11, 10, and they reached that number. I say you guys, they're going to finish bottom 10. This is the number. If you get 88 points in NHL, that give you 22nd in NHL. If your team, the Montreal Canadiens, make 80 points to 85 points this upcoming season, from last season, they finished 23rd, 24th, or 25th in NHL. Remember, they finished 28th. And this they go to 75 points to 79 points. They finished 26th in NHL. Montreal finished at 68-28 in NHL. So if they make 72 points, it finished 27. So this is the number. If you calculate the Montreal are going to get the number, the point, or you think they're going to get, let me in the comments. I did not look at the feet yet. And then that's what the standing they're going to be in NHL. So at the end of the day, guys, you have few teams in NHL, they get better with their move during the summer. The Pittsburgh Penguins, they got Carlson. They got Lars Eiler, and I can go at Sherry, everything like that. The Buffalo Sabre guy, they add a couple of great defensemen. Eric Johnson, Clifton. They improve at the where they was not very good. The Columbus Blue Jackets, they add Provorov, Severson as the defenseman. They got now Fantilli for the upcoming season. The Detroit Red Wings, they bring Cat, Confer, and Raymer. I can go all the way like this. And then finally, Ottawa Senator, they add now the goaltender Kopisalo and Tarasenko. The other team are getting better. Montreal Canadiens guys, they got only New Hook. That's the same team. So if you think about this, when you said to me, they're going to go from 68 to 88 points with no scorer of 40 goals last year, right? No 80-point players. And you have two goaltender backup or goaltender number 2 and you line up with 5 players play the second year in NHL. I don't see that. I'm sorry, but I don't see that. I maybe see improvement. I don't see that. The only team was a Montreal Canadiens and the conference is Philadelphia. Columbus is better to Montreal. Detroit, Buffalo, and Ottawa are better. And you cannot compare Montreal with Boston, Tampa Bay, Toronto, and Florida Panthers. So, to jump 20 points like the Devil did, I don't see that. I don't want to be pessimist. I try to be realistic here. That's my job here, to show another perspective. Now, you guys, you're excited. I'm the first one. If I'm wrong, I will tell you I was wrong. And I would be so happy. But that's the reality right now here, guys, for the Montreal Canadiens for the upcoming season. Now it's Caulfield he's going to get 45 goals and then RHP and everything. Guys, at some point, RHP is not going to get the same kind of number of the TOI. All the players come back in the lineup, the Monahan, the Cooley, everybody. Some players perform during that time when they was not there are not going to perform in the same way. You cannot score 14 goals in 34 games like he did RHP if he's playing on the bottom 6. He took advantage of the time because he had nobody on the power play. And they put RHP. Josh Anderson played on the power play because Kirby Dach, Cole Caulfield was not there. And I can go all the way like that. So, yes, they can increasing the number of the goal, but they cannot jump in for 50, 60 goals. They can drop the number of the goal against. And the special team at 16.1 and 72.7. Montreal not going to go to 20 and 22 power play, and they're not going to go from 72.7 to 80, 85. The logic behind that is just try to show you statistically, it's not going to be. It's going to be hard for Montreal to jumping from 68 to 80 plus point for the upcoming season. But coach, what's your number? I know that's what you expect. Listen, guys, if Montreal Canadiens can increasing from 72 to 76 points, that'd be awesome. That'd be great. But I don't see that more at that. I don't see Montreal from being from 68 to 80 points. I see more more between 72 and 76 points. Now, I'm going to get hammered for sure. I'm going to reach on the channel right now on the feed what you said about my comments, what I just said about the Montreal Canadiens. But this is the reality behind that. And I hope that we're helping you to a little bit understand the statistic, the stat of the Montreal last season, the athletic division, what they're increasing, their team. And yes, Boston will be not the same team. But Boston guy, 135 points. They're not going to drop at 80 points. They're still going to be a playoff team. And I can go all the way like that. So we'll see what happens about this in the chat. West was what I said, 82 to 83 because if LT. Randy, 78 to 80 points this season for the Habs. Frankie said Pitlick and Abman trade gave 6 more points to Montreal Canadiens. If RHP Pro, he can beat a second line scoring winger. Why not play him on the second line? Is C for a longer time? He's much younger. He has more proof. Again, I don't know what's going to be his TOR. But somehow, some points, one player is going to be out of the top 6. Anderson, Newhook, Sakoski. Someone have to pay the price. Ab combined goal again, 5 still 25 in the league, but still have to improve. William Caulfield, we hit 50. Willie called for backup right now. Montreal Ab, Frankie Ab projected to get some 2.5 points. I could see Buffalo being the dark horse and making a wildcard spot. Willie, well said. On all the team, guys, Buffalo Sabres are the most dangerous team. I'm telling you right now. The Buffalo Sabres are the little bit what the Devil did last season. Well, not expectation like that. I think the Buffalo Sabres are not going to make but they have everything to make a good year if the goaltender hanging there, for sure. I agree, Coach, you are realistic. I see some point in the conversation would be about the draft lottery this year. Not a bad position to be in the high pick, which I think they will get. I agree with you. I could see the Ab breaking 80 points. What is night player, by the way. The Atlantic division, scary. West, I agree with you. Montreal, 15. Luc Lafortune. Love you, Luc. Nicolas go with 29. Gagnera même pas. Premier match, visite l'équipe de l'Atlantique. With 68 points for this year coming up for Indy. Le Chef va finir dernier, mais ça va se faire massacrer. Detroit would be a bottom feeder. Detroit. I have a lot of questions about them for sure, Steve. Watch the duck crash and burn this year. Look, they're not going to be easy for the. Look, you know, if Ekblad and Monto is not there, I feel like they could be the team out of the playoff and the Buffalo Sabres could be there. Look. Coach, which team do you think the Ab will finish ahead on the East of the Flyers? I can say very strong. Last year was crap year for Montreal, so I don't pay too much attention to the stat. I think they will make 82 or 3 points. Which month is usually the worst month of the Abs during the season? Well, it depends. They have 2 months last season. I don't count the month of the April run. If you look about their stat last year, I look about this. The worst team, it was 4W, December and February, if I can recall it. I don't have it right now. But I don't have it, but I can get it. December and March. I apologize. That was not February, March. So December, March, both of month, they have 4W. Remember, guys, they play usually between 10 to 16 games per month, different month. So great point about this. Great question, Ran, about that. Stats are not pretty from last year, equal to Anaheim. William, 500 okay for Montreal. Add that to play better in the classic division. I agree with you. Pacheco out for another few months. Yeah, I agree with you. Maurice, how do you think Match Pacheco will do with Washington? Obviously, Pacheco is out with another injury, upper body. Maurice, il miss at least 2 months. Toi aussi les 4 saisons que tu fais ton show. Yeah, Seb, Thompson, Cousin. Here we go. I think I answered all this question over there. I can get 40 points. 37 likes. Don't forget, to click on the likes. 6 points for Nicolas. Ab can get 40 points on the East, 30 points for the West. Resick, if they do better, can that. Great. Buffalo, 12 years out of the playoff. They have to make the playoff. William. Nobody had touched Caulfield's shoulder for 7 months. Hopefully, he up at one is get crashed into the board. I talk about this, Steve G. Alex Burrows said, and many other players said about this, Steve, every time you get hurt, you get surgery for your shoulder, most of them have no problem, and that shoulder get stronger. So would be interesting about this. Second line, it will be RHP, Doc, Sakoski, Kane. So what do you put? Josh Anderson or Sean Monahan, King? That's not being improvement, coach. That's bad. March is the worst month of the AB. Okay, is over. It's too early for golf. Good evening, Mr. Luciano. Graciano, welcome back in the house. Thank you so much. Don't forget, guys, to click on the like because this case the hook. It can boost the point, and Montreal is playing episode like I predict. And again, guys, I don't want to be negative. I don't thinking I'm negative or I try to drop you down, whatever it is. It's not the point. I just give you. I try all the time, guys, give you another pair of the eyes about different things. And again. You know me, Luke know me, and you guys, you know me. Montreal win. My helmet in the back, I'm going to wear it. I'll be happy. That's what I'm looking for. So let's see what's happening about this. Next year, the offer is better for one me for the size and what the good talent and the three thing would be great. Next season, guys, the draft is good on defensemen and the forward. Top 5, top 6. Another top 10 guys, Montreal are going to have another great. It reminds me a little bit of the Detroit Red Wings. They got Marco Casper year before that. And now they got Neil Danielson. If Montreal can select top 7 again. And remember, guys, if you look about the same thing last year. Let me go there. I will give you the bottom 5 of the NHL. Right? And you're going to see what I understand. You're going to say, Coach, don't be negative. But let's go back, guys. Bottom 5. Anaheim, Columbus, Chicago, San Jose, Montreal, Arizona, and Philadelphia. The Flyers, Arizona, guys, are in front of Montreal Canadiens. The Flyers are going to be at the bottom. Right? But Anaheim, they are 10 points above Montreal Canadiens. And don't be surprised they add more points this year. Anaheim got a lot of good players. Kudas, Killorn, 2 additional players. And I can go all the way like this, right? The return of Jimmy Twistel. Now you have a second year for Mason McDavish. I think Anaheim could get that point. Columbus, guys, don't expect Columbus to be at the bottom and at the Eastern Conference next year. Expect Columbus to jump in at least the same number of points of Montreal Canadiens. I'm going to fight with the Montreal Canadiens a spot standing. The Chicago, yes, at the bottom. San Jose, yes, at the bottom. So I'm thinking about San Jose, Chicago, and Flyers. 3 teams right there at the bottom. Then after that, I see Montreal fight with Anaheim, Columbus, and Arizona. That game, Montreal, the best they can be 7. And after that, they could be lower. Higher, whatever you want to call it. That's what I see. for the Montreal Canadiens. If ever they reach 78.80 points, they're still 26 in the NHL. That's pick number 7 in the NHL for upcoming draft. That's great. That's great. But again, Arizona guys have a better team. Look, the player they add Arizona for upcoming season. I know they lost, but look their team. Zucker play over there. Dampa play over there. And Ottawa, I forgot to mention about Jake Run they get for the upcoming season. So, I don't know, but it won't be easy. I think it should be funny if the Wings have a run like the Browns last season and make the playoff. They'll get crushed in the first round for the Red Wings. Gary, next year draft is excellent again of the shipping up the B. Everyone feel Hill is friendly, but I hope Cole was recovery. I believe I've opened up with a quit few home game afterward. For it was bad. I think New Hook would struggle first year with Montreal. I think Jerry second double. I agree. The coach has been really sick. Darrell, thanks so much. Welcome back. Thanks so much. You guys don't forget to click on the likes. Go. If Montreal play 500 game this year, you have to wear your helmet to bet. Never like that. About that one over there. I would play Monahan on the first line with Ski and Caulfield to increasing his value for the traded line. I expect that way. I think next year, 24-25, just my opinion. I agree with Luke at 29. Look, 15. I'm soon to get it, but I see Montreal is below for the possibility last in the East fighting to the West bottom for the draft picks. I'm wrong. I'm happy, I think, but I want high draft pick. Yeah, I think overall Montreal will be better to the Flyers, William. Because you're going to see more players left the Flyers. I would not be surprised they trade Carter Hart. I'll be surprised they trade a couple of players to trade that line. And Montreal, the only one I believe they can trade, it would be Monahan. So, bottom 5, guys. Let's get Cole Hudson. No, just kidding. Go get Demidov or Alzeman or Celebrini. If Caulfield money on the left side, or he's supposed to play right, he's supposed to be on the left side. Top 8 draft pick probably. Yes, agree with you, Steve, about that. So there was a bit, like, guys, a turnover of the subject tonight. Hopefully you enjoy it. Tomorrow night, we're going to talk about the NHL news and update. We're going to start to talk about the preview. Like, yeah, I think you enjoy the fact I'm talking about Sven team. So that we'll talk about this tomorrow night, the show. Then Wednesday night, we have the Ab Barbecue with Marco in our tap. And that's that's happening tonight. So, for finishing the show, we're going to move up. And don't forget, guys, to click on the likes. We're going to move down on the Frenchy Quiz of the show tonight. At least you have any question you want to add for me. If not, we're going to move on for today. If Art goes, you're right, William. Look, hey, coach, Montreal can have another season under 70 points. A lot of young players in the lineup. I would be surprised to get there too, Frankie. They're increasing 13 points the year prior. But at the end of the day, I'll be shocked to get another 10 to 13 points. But the number of the point, it's not too much important in my eyes. What is really important is how Sakoski developed, how Cooley developed, how Harris, Jekai, Montembeault, Newhook, Doc, Zuski, Caulfield, those young players we got under 24 years old, how they progress, how they develop. This is what I'm looking for. RHP, Highlander, Hanneman, if he ever play, Barron, if he play. So this is the one I'm looking for. Yes, King, Logan Cooley joined the Arizona Canadiens. I would be very interested about that. Another long season coming. Yes, it's going to be. If I want to be sarcastic, I would say no. It's 82 game anyway, but it's not the point. I think it will be fun to watch this year. I think I'll be more excited. I think you have a game more into it, and I think it'll be fun. 2 years ago, guys, after 10 minutes at the game, it was 5-0. Last year, it didn't happen a lot until they got many injuries, right? But this year, I don't see that. I think Montreal, if they stay healthy with Monahan and Madison and everybody else at the beginning of the season for the full year, that'll be more fun team to watch. Excel Research Coach, a great show. At the real look at the ad, short-term pain. It's a long game development. You absolutely a great answer to process more important for Montreal. I agree with you about this one for sure. The ad developing is a losing culture, very not good. They don't see that way, Wesh. Because there are so many strong leader inside the locker room, and they have a good mindset coaching staff around them. So they are constantly talking about positivity, about that. This is a great thing about, I should talk more about that at some point, guys. I will take a few seconds here. West said, I want to be sure I'm going to say this. I heard Tournier said no player have a sure spot on the team. They have to earn it. I'm sorry about this. Look, but West said this: they are developing. There's a losing culture, very not good. This is a great subject right there, and I will say it why. I've been there, and life is this way. By the way, every morning is a new day. Every morning, you have new choice. Every morning, you have a choice to be happy or be unhappy. Every day, when you go at the hockey rink, it's not a choice, it's your job. You love your job, you hate your job. The key behind this is the people surround you. It depends on the coaching staff. It depends on the people show up. Now, I will tell you one thing. Martin Saint-Louis is positivity, the way he talk, the way they explain, the way they change their mindset. They not forget about what happening last night, but now it's a new day. Let's start getting our 3 goals with the purpose of what we try to do today. We have players like Caulfield, smiling, enthusiastic. Gallagher, bring fun. You have many players around, bring a lot of positivity every day. They don't targeting the losing game. They don't targeting the goal to make the playoff. They don't targeting we need to reach this. What they're targeting is the process. And the process is gained by one day at a time. And the process is gained by when you show up at the practice every day. How are you going to be your behavior? What are you going to develop? Are you going to train at the gym? Are you going to eat healthy? Are you going to bed early? Are you going to working hard every day? Are you going to make extra time on the ice to practice your face-off, to practice your shot, your power skating, your edge work? And I can go all the way like that. Why are you focusing on those process with passion, with culture of not about winning, thinking about winning, but thinking about developing, about potentially to become the best version of yourself as a hockey player. And you repeat this constantly every day with the smiling and enthusiasm, with excitement. You're losing the kind of thinking about, oh, you lose the game again. You're losing, don't expect that culture of losing make an impact for the Montreal Canadiens. They are too strong with great personality of leader from Cooley, Madison, Savard, Allen, Whiteman, Gallagher, Suzuki, with players brings fun, enthusiasm, smiling with Caulfield, with the personality, strength, with strong like Martin Saint-Louis, Robbie Duss, Burroughs. All 3 players have to fight every day to keep their job, and they know exactly what it takes to become a professional hockey player. When you surround those players with them, it's not matter lose a game. What is matter is how we get better tomorrow. This is the way I believe. I'm not worried about the Montreal Canadiens losing game. So this is another way I see the Montreal Canadiens. That's the way I feel success. And look about Ken Hughes, how he treat the players, the human being side. Look about many players doesn't want to leave Martin Saint-Louis. They love to play for Martin Saint-Louis. Look, many other players would love to play with the Montreal Canadiens now. Start with what? But can use Jeff Gordon and Martin Saint-Louis. Want to build the culture, the foundation at the bottom. And that's the reason I believe Montreal is going to be a really good, successful team. Not so they win the Stanley Cup. Only one team won the Stanley Cup. But fun to watch, excited to watch. And to make maybe 1 round, 2 round, 3 round, and the playoff. We'll see. Here we go. Let's still finishing this. Lucien said, I'm waiting to watch the Toronto media. Gave it to Matthews. One thing goes south. In Montreal, Pierre Martin in the house. Welcome back, Martin. Pierre. In Montreal, defense is how strong as we expect. We can expect more win than last year. Yes. The key behind this, Pierre, is how many, right? Montreal is on the journey. We need 2 more good draft year. Well said, my friend King. Then, like a rookie said, it's not how many times you get knocked out, it's how many times you keep getting up. Luciano, it was said, yeah, I'm sorry about this. You can see the character of the team is player on the rack, the bench when they get tough. Thanks, coach. It's going to be a long process. I agree with you. Ab auxiliary, Sab, medical couch, player development. I've never been better than ever. We are going to see Suzuki through leadership on the team get exhausted losing mid-season. Exactly about this, guys. Let's go more to the Frenchy Quiz before Nicolas tell me, coach, when is the Frenchy Quiz about that one over there? Let me see something right there because I have to show something. I need to get out of this. Can I go this one over there? Hold on. I think I can do something because right now my quiz is open and the question is open. So I forgot to remove the question. So I tried to go around and see. And let me know if you did not see the question or not. If you see it, we're going to give up. But let me know if you've seen it or not, the question about that. Can someone tell me in the chat if you see the question or not? That'd be great. Let me know. Good night, William. Thanks so much, William. What can use is looking for with his new musical stuff? CLT. No. Oh, that's awesome. I love my software. So what's happening, guys, is I can go behind the door or behind the screen and do other work, graphics. At the time I'm talking with that screen, I did this. So that's pretty good. I did not do a lot of things like that, but glad to see that. We are back now. Here we go, guys. Frenchy Quiz leaderboard in our top 17. Gary Conway, guy, is on fire, ladies and gentlemen. Gary Conway. 1, 2, 3 straight night. Gary Conway is on fire with an A2 win last night. And Gary Conway, both of them are the winner of the show. And but Gary Conway is on fire. Only in our top set. Yes, the quiz est pas si tard. Here we go. We'll do the best we can, my friend Nicolas. Here we go, guys. Easy tonight. Easy. Easy. Here we go. Which team did the Habs record 0-3-0 again last year? Is it again Tampa, Ottawa, Boston, Washington, Carolina? Again, which team, the Montreal Canadiens, is 0-3-0? Again, last season, Tampa, Ottawa, Boston, Washington, Carolina. And don't forget, guys, to click on the live if you don't mind. That'd be awesome. And good luck. Randy is 0-23. No, Randy, you have a good last week, weeks before, Randy, you won 3 games, 2 games back-to-back, Randy, but you did not pop up the night before. RJ go with Washington. Thanks so much, RJ. The Rain went back to final with the prize, and that's just kick off the rest of the shine. The Ghost price out of the back and need a goalie. I agree with you about that one there. We have D with Run with Kings, Luke with E, Joe Manella. Welcome back, Joe. With A, Nicola with E, Austin with A, Frankie with B. We have West A, Willie Snyder E, Pierre Martin C, Randy Walkman C. We have The Fallen Rain with E. We have Gary Conway C, Andy Kowivula E. We have, yeah, Randy, welcome back. Pierre Martin, hopefully doing well, by the way. King of Gamer said D. Do we have anybody? Don't forget to click on the likes if you don't mind. That'd be awesome. A few people get a good answer. Anybody else? Wait a little bit more. Here we go, guys. Are you ready? I am. And so, guys, see again the Boston Bruins. The Boston Bruins won 3 games against Montreal Canadiens, 0-3-0. We had 3 winners: Randy Walkman, Pierre Martin again. Gary Cournoyer is on fire, guys. He got that one over there. Congratulations. After 1-1, and we'll move on to question number 2 of the night. You're welcome, Pete. Here we go. How many of the Habs win last season were decided by 1 goal or fewer? They won 9 times, 13 times, 15 times, 17 times, 19 times. So example, they win 3-2, 2-1, 4-3, or they go to shootout and they got the W on the shootout or on overtime by 1 goal. How many of them win? About that, Habs Nation, not a problem, my friend. We appreciate that. Thank you so much. Woody, go with D. Thanks so much, Woody. Then, oh, that's clock. Sorry about the clock. Field work, yes, it's just because if you go to shootout, look, or overtime. That's the reason behind that. RJ go with C, Joe go with D, Andy with A. West go with C. Thanks so much. Nicola go with C, 15. RJ go with 15. Frankie with E. Rain go with A. Look, British Columbia, C. Pierre Martin go with C. Gary go with B. Austin Allen go with A. Randy. I didn't get Randy Walkman so far. We wait for Randy Walkman, guys. Randy go with B. Ron will go with B. Washington, I thought also was a 0-3 again. Also, B for Washington. No, they won 0-2-1 for Washington, if I can recall it, King. They won 1-2 against Washington Capitals. Randy with B, thanks so much. Here we go, guys. We have surprisingly, guys, this is surprised me. Wow.
Oh my God!
17 W for the Montreal Canadiens on the 31. They won last year by 1 goal or less on the overtime or shootout. And we have only Willie Snyder, Joe Manella, winner of question number 2. And Randy, Pierre Martin, Gary Cournoyer, all 3 are round. For the last question of the night, we have 5 people looking to win the W tonight. Gary is still in the game, possible to get a 4th straight game. About this, Gros Bill gets C. About this one over there, opposite Gros Bill, it was D. But let's move on to the next question. It's all about Montreal Canadiens. Which Montreal Canadiens player holds the record for the most hat-tricks in the team history? Guy Lafleur, Maurice Richard, Jean Grosbill, Béliveau, Bernard Geoffrion, and Nestlé Lalonde. That's the one when Randy started watching the hockey game. Randy. With Nestlé Lalonde. Love you, Randy. Alright. We'll see, guys. Very important answer now. We'll see who is going to win. Possible Willie, Joe Manella, Gary Cordonnier, Pierre Martin, Randy Walkman. If you are right, you can win the contest. If not, some of you can tie the game tonight. We are Austin with A. Thanks so much, Austin. Again, good luck for your new baby. RJ go with B. Thanks so much. King with B. Pierre Martin with B. Andy with C. West B. Ron with A. Nicola with C. We have Luke with B. Go Bill with C. Joe Manella with E. Frankie with B. Willie Snyder with E. Randy with A. Guy Lafleur. Gary Conway go with B. Ryan go with C. See what happened. Here we go, guys. Wow. I'm shocked. We have 3 people can win tonight the game.
Oh my God!
The answer, guy, is B. Maurice Richard is the winner of this answer of this question, guys. And that's question number 3. And then tonight, ladies and gentlemen, for his 4 games straight, back to back to back to back, Gary Conway win the contest with Pierre Martin. I believe Pierre Martin, this is the first time of the year. Gary Conway reached now the total of the 8. He's become 2nd position with Andy Coivula in the leaderboard. Congratulations, both of you guys, on that one over there. Gary is on fire, like he said. Unbelievable, great performance of the Gary Conway right now. 4-4 about that one over there. Let me pick up the winner here. And Gary go at 8. And at Pierre Martin, I don't think so. You have 1 W this year. Pierre Martin, because he did not play a lot. No, I don't have Pierre Martin at all. Pierre Martin, guys, get his first W with the Frenchy Quiz of the summer about that one over there. Nicolas go 1-3. Luc Lafortune 1-3 about that one over there. Congratulations, all of you guys. And that's concluded, guys. That's the show of the Habs Nation tonight. Hopefully you enjoy it. Don't forget, please, to click on the like. If you don't mind, that'd be awesome. We're going to be back tomorrow night at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. And last night, guys, I finished the show. I tried to finish the show with Yvon Petneau. Just a tribute about Yvon Petneau, passed away at 77 years old. And finally, I did not do it very well. So tonight, I have the video. I'm going to finishing the show at the end. So you're not going to have a booyah or, everything like that. I'm going to finish the show with Yvon Petneau. Guys, congratulations, everybody. Thanks for being a part of the show. We look forward to see you tomorrow night. And then again, don't forget to click on the like. And one more thing, guys, of course. You are awesome. You are amazing. You are the best. And remember, you have greatness inside of you. Yes, you have greatness inside of you. We want to thank all the moderators, Run with Kings, and of course, Luciano Graziano. And all the people in the chat, the people pop up every single night. There's so many of you guys that bring a lot of knowledgeable about hockey. I love to having each one of you. Hopefully see you again tomorrow night and the next 3 nights. This is almost the end of the year number 3, guys, of the Hockey Nation. Don't forget next week, guys, if you don't mind, of course, the grand opening night, September 5th. Next Tuesday, September 5th, the grand opening, the season number 4. Can't wait to see each one of you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the show tonight. Don't forget, please, to click on the like before we leave, guys. We want to remind you, be well, BL. Find a way, not only dominate your day, but find a way to dominate the second half of what? Luc Laporcine? Of course, from L'Ange Gardien, notre ami Luc said, 2023, en 2023. Don't forget, guys, to join me at the Habs Nation new channel of the Hockey Nation Live Show. Until then, of course, have an amazing, great night, sweet dream, and one more thing. Hockey Nation Live Show said to you, we love you, people. Have an amazing, great night, everybody. Thank you. Good night, Austin. Good night, everybody. Thanks so much, Habs Nation. I appreciate a lot, my friend. Thanks so much. And like I do every night, guys, I finish with a booyah. I'm going to do another booyah, but then I'm going to go through the Yvon Petneau, listening about Yvon Petneau. It's in French, unfortunately, guys, but I think he deserves at least a tribune for the Hockey Nation show. So, 1, 2, and 3. Are you ready? Booyah! Have a good night, everybody. Un monument du paysage médiatique sportif québécois s'est éteint. Yvon Petneau, âgé de 67 ans, est décédé cette nuit à l'unité des soins palliatifs de l'hôpital Charles-Lemoine. Petneau a œuvré pendant près de 60 ans dans le monde des médias de la belle province. Figure importante du milieu sportif, il a porté de nombreux chapeaux depuis ses débuts au Progrès Dimanche du Saguenay-Lac-Saint-Jean en 1965. Au cours de sa carrière, il a publié ses récits dans 3 grands quotidiens de Montréal, en plus de briller à l'écran de 4 chaînes de télévision, SRC, TQS, RDS, TVA, et de communiquer avec les auditeurs de deux stations de radio, CKC, BPM. Du bowling au hockey durant les années fastes du Canadien, Petneau couvrait les péripéties du tricolore pour le compte du Montréal Matin et également de la presse de 1969 à 1979. Il est ensuite passé au journal en 1980, où il a notamment occupé le poste de directeur de la section des sports. Jusqu'à son décès, il tenait toujours sa chronique dans nos pages. « Je n'ai jamais rencontré quelqu'un qui aimait autant le hockey que lui », confie le rédacteur en chef du journal, Danny Doucet. Il pouvait écouter un match entre les Blue Jackets de Columbus et les de Vancouver un mardi soir, et ce n'était pas seulement pour son travail. Il connaissait tous les joueurs et toutes les organisations. C'est d'ailleurs en raison de cette passion qu'il a été intronisé au temple de la renommée du hockey. Yvon était un passionné du hockey et connaissait les rouages de tous les clubs de la LNH, le récipiendaire du prix Elmer Ferguson. Mémorial du temple de la renommée du hockey était également un membre important de l'équipe d'analyse hockey de la LNH sur le réseau TVA Sport. Celui qui a débuté sa carrière en couvrant les kills dans sa région natale a touché à plusieurs sports durant ses 6 décennies dans le métier. Du hockey au baseball des Blue Jays de Toronto, il a aussi écrit sur les courses hippiques. Il a également participé à de nombreux Jeux olympiques, notamment ceux de Montréal en 1976. Reste en paix notre ami Yvon